I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bank rolls. Now we all in designer, driving past the same. I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different bank rolls. Now we all in designer, driving past the same. Yeah, told you I would never change it. Young Charlie, yeah, he the same. I'm out here got a net. On a Friday, got in the name it. Champagne in my hand, I'ma spray that. My dogs gon' dance on the stage. Throwing up shots in the pavement. Same old roads, I'm claiming it. And I'm with all the ones from the jump. Now we do what we want when we want. It'll be till I'm gone. Till I'm gone.
Alrighty. What up, everyone? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Let's get it.
I'm still with the same friends, out here with the same bros. We still out here mobbing, it's just in a Range Rover. Made it with the same guys, now we different.
All right, let's do it.
Now y'all in designer,
let's do it.
I know they want part of my money, no dummy, I'd rather them eat. It's hard to know when they like it for you. If it's my music, then how I'm unique. I know I'm young and I'm fly with the heat. Gotta value myself so I won't even beat. Boy, be stepping through trees once I give a response, that be when they repeat.
Alright, let's do it. How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in.
I told you I love you, none of it cap. At the time with my brother, we made it. Slipping with my day ones just ain't dated.
Shout out to the boys. Yeah. What's good, everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Last Friday of the year. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Same friends, baby. All right, who we got here today? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Z Gamer. There he is. What up? What up, Z Gamer? Yeah. What up, Price Action Kev in the building? There he is. There he is. The FX Strategist. Let's go. Let's go. What up, bands? Count it up. What's goody? What's goody? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Game time, baby. Clubhouse, how we feeling? What happened to my YouTube chat? What happened to my YouTube chat? Where'd my chat go? What the hecky? All right, I still see y'all though. I still see y'all. Gutter Beats in the house. What up? What up, Vince? DJ Scratchers in the building. Yeah. What up, Yogi? What up, Surge? What's good, Zach? Good to see you, man. Danny Cash in the building. Where the cash at? Where the cash at, King Man? King Man in the house. It's popping. One Pip Mark in the building. Roll call it, King Man. Roll call it. 3 Ants in the building. What's good, my boy? What's good? What up, SK? What up, Dojo? Squad's here. Pablo in the house. Say hi, everyone. Yeah, peace out. Peace out. All right, let's do it. Who else we got here? Who else we got? Let's take a look. What up, Kelvin? What's up, Teddy? Good to see you, man. Kelvin Castro, what's good? What's up? We got 2 Kelvins back to back. Kelvin and Kelvin. Yay. YOLO Trader in the building. What's good, man? What's good? How we feeling, everyone? How we feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me just get myself a little organized here, and we shall play the game. Yeah. Yeah. Clubhouse, how we doing? We got some motion. We got some motion. What up, Tommy? We got a little bit of motion. Nothing too impressive. Nothing that impressive, especially out of YouTube. But we got a little bit of motion. I get it. I get it. You know, not everyone's as fired up as I am, I guess. You know, not everyone loves the game the way I love the game. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome in, though. Welcome in. All right, let's do this. Let me just close out some things over here, and let's run it. Yeah, let's run it. Throw an 8 in the chat if you're ready. If you're ready to step on the road that leads to the 8-figure trader. Let me know. Let me know. Let me make sure I'm rolling with the right crew here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. right, we good. The winners are here. Some of you guys must be a little sleepy. A little sleepy today. All right, let's do this. Let me lower the music. Hey, let's pray real quick, man. What a year it's been, man. I'm just super grateful. Super thankful to be here. We didn't really miss too much this year. I don't think we really missed a day at all, really, unless it was like a technical difficulty. We've been here every day, every session. So it's been such a blessed year. Let's go ahead and pray over that, and then we'll begin, all right? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you. Lord, we thank you for just a record-breaking year, Lord. We thank you for an epic run that we went on in 2025. We thank you for all your blessings. I thank you personally, Lord, for the lives that have been changed, not only in their finances, but in their mindset, in their heart set. Lord, we thank you for doing the work. We thank you for casting the vision, for keeping your promises, understanding that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers, they're just few, Lord. So we pray that you would bless the workers, send them in. We give you all the glory for the work that has been done here in 2025, work that will last generations, not just in finances, but again in mentality and mindset and perspective. We thank you for all the wisdom, all the knowledge that you bestowed upon us through this microphone, through me in a way, and through the members of this community. Lord, we're just thankful. We ask for nothing. We're just thankful for all that you've done, and we cannot wait. We look forward to seeing the blessings on 2026, Lord. So I just pray for everyone here, whether they're in the best season of their life or the worst season of their life, Lord. I pray that you would bless their perspective on things and use them in a mighty way as we move into 2026, Lord. We thank you for allowing us to gather here on a day-to-day, and we just give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Let's do this. Let's do it. Man, what a year it's been. What a blessing. Blessing on blessings. You know, the work that was done this year will go to impacting generations upon generations. Little do you know how mighty the seed is that you've been planting this year. So congratulations to all of you. Your family and your future is going to be very, very thankful for the work and the accomplishments that you've done this year. So hats off to all you guys here, man. What a year. I guess it's a bullish year. It's been up all year long, and today is the last day. So let's get into it. Let me just text my hey brother, you here? Okay. Yeah, car wash day. All the cars are getting washed today, so the man is here. But the man's gonna have to wait for a breakdown, yeah? The man's gonna have to wait for you guys to like the stream and sub to the channel, yeah? Yeah, sub to the channel, like the stream, and let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Let me yeah, perfect. Okay, so today is the 19th. Yeah, 19th, baby. Last stream of the year. Let's lower the music a little bit. And it is another day, another opportunity for us to be patient and disciplined and respect the 8-figure plan. I mean, if that's where you're trying to go, then we got to respect that plan, right? So, again, today is the 19th here. The car wash guys here? All right, just tell them give me like 5 minutes and I'll be done. Move your car and then have them do the Benz first. All right, cool. And then just give them the Benz keys. All right. Never mind. My wife's going to take care of it. Okay, cool. So anyway, we don't have much going on here today. No news. Nothing really. I think we have just a meeting or something a little bit later, but that's about it. So anyways, let's jump into the technicals. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. It looks like this daily candle is coming back up here to make a top wick now. So let's run through a fresh top-down analysis. Let me just shut this office door and I'll be right back. All right, not a chance Kingman makes it through what I just put up there. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Let's do this. So much experience. It's insane. Managed to keep pushing. Came out praying. Let's go. Good job, my friends. Good job. We'll talk in just a minute. Let's run through this fresh top-down analysis here and yeah, see what we can come up with. So this is gold, right? Daily time frame here, and let me just grab these tools. Come on, Nick. Last stream of the year. Get it together, buddy. Get it together. Okay. Cool. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I got this guy watching me, you know. Anytime this man comes up, yeah, he just kidding. All right, anyway, let's do this. So this is the daily time frame here, right? We were looking at on gold, and it looks like we did close bearish there yesterday, so not too shocking, right? Not too shocking. We are in this area on the daily time frame where you have just a lot of rejections, right? You got this rejection here, or let me just track back, right? We got a breakout right from this range here with this candle. We did move up. We basically filled the entire range to the left, right? And as we did that, you know, we rejected it once, we rejected twice, and then, you know, we kind of made a little support here, right? So this candle closed very strong. It never did break the highs there. We did end up moving up on that very next candle, which was yesterday, and we actually came down, closed bearish there. So yeah, pretty interesting. Today's candle is now finally coming up for a top wick. So this is what we talk about. You know, 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks. It doesn't matter if price already went down, filled the range. A lot of times price going to come back up to give that candle a top wick. And look, I mean, this daily candle can close either way today, but right, it wouldn't surprise me even if we did come up like this and go straight back down just to give the candle a top wick, right? So anyway, pretty, I don't know. We filled the wick already here. So let's go look at the 4 hour here. Take a look at what's going on this push back up on the daily candle. So that way we can get a read on the session here. So 4 hour is bullish. We did close bullish on the last candle. It looks like we're attempting to fill the range now, right? We got a bit of a range here, right? You got some resistance sitting here, some more resistance here, lots of rejections on the 4 hour as well. So although we are bullish, maybe like I just mentioned, we come into this area, make that top wick on the daily, and have this 4 hour candle push back into that range there before beginning to reject, right? Maybe. So let's see. We are coming up into the target tapped area now. I am bullish. I am open for buys here, but I'm also open for sells as well, right? Depending if we reject out of that zone on the 4 hour. So let's go down to the 1 hour here, and we'll see what we got cooking. So we got 1 hour resistance at 43.66, right? Above that, super clean. All this clean range, I would love to take advantage of that here today if possible, but we're gonna definitely need a closure above that range there. Let's go identify what these wicks look like here. Make sure that there are not any resistance on the 30 or the 15. It looks like they might be. Nothing on the 30 and a little something on the 15. There we go. Perfect. So that's pretty much our range. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have a little range from 67 to 72, and there will be 0 buys taken in that range for me, 0 sells taken in that range. I want to see if price will come back into the range and either retest to close above and then we take the buys, or we fake out here, right? We come straight into that 4 hour wick area, oh my bad, and fake out. So that would look something like this, where you get this candle to flip bullish, right? We close above that zone there, and then one of the next candles just close back below, right? Maybe a closure like that coming back down, and now you got 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, all in this rejection zone here, this somewhat of an observation zone, right? And then we can kind of close back below and anticipate the fake out coming back down into like 55, 53, somewhere around there. All right, so potential fake outs for sells. We'll wait for a top wick, obviously, and then see if we can come down like that. Or if we're looking for the buys here, we observe this area, right? Maybe we don't get the closure below, but we just kind of range in here, create some sort of support, maybe even something like this, right? And then you have a candle that closes back above, and then we go for that wick fill and that whole entire range fill up here. So that's my two options here. The wick fill would be great, and then see if we could fill the range, or we come back into this overall zone here, fake out, and then come back down. Yeah, that's it. That's Goldie here today. So buys for me are going to be above 72 after we get some sort of a break and retest, kind of like some sort of a support or something like that, right? And then sells are pretty clean. Yeah, we got to get back in this range though, so hopefully this candle can pop up, come back into the range, and then we can look for potential fake outs. We'll see how we're doing. Being that the 4 hour is pretty bullish, I want to see a fake out, but if not, like if we remain below here, then what we could do is look for support and then a closure below, right? Somewhat of a little bit of a range two idea, right? And then take these sells to come down. Cool. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my thoughts. That's what I'm looking for here today. 30-minute looks clean, real clean, but that 15-minute got some resistance here. So let's wait for some price action here on the 15, and then we can yeah, we could possibly start to get involved from there. So that is it, man. That is it. Yeah, first area of interest for me would probably be upward towards like 79, and then yeah, you got a full range ahead of you here. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So that's that. Let's see if we can get into this range. Even if we can consolidate here for a little bit, you know, range a little bit, and then we wait for a breakout. All right. So that's gold. Let's move over to ES here, and let's take a look and see what's cooking over here. Let's get rid of everything. And what do we got? We got okay. So we got our daily candle yesterday closing bullish. Today's candle moved up, but just like gold, it has no wick, right? So gold had no upper wick. This S&P 500 candle has no lower wick there, right? So could we anticipate that lower wick coming in? We'll see about that. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Let's see what that rejection's looking like there. Yeah, 4 hours in a bit of a range here. So you got resistance, you've got support, right? And that's our current 4 hour range. So it might be difficult until we get a move outside of that range there on the 4 hour. Let's see if we can tighten that up on the 1 hour. So again, 4 hour technically bullish, right? But right at resistance. 1 hour here, closing no lower wick. So we got to adjust that a little bit. Resistance is here. Support, yeah, is like right here. And that's our 1 hour range. 30-minute range is looking pretty decent. Let's see what the pips are looking like. 70, 80 pip range, yeah. So I'm thinking if we can get some sort of like you see the first candle got no top wick on it, so no buys here, but maybe like pull back here and then a closure back above. Yeah, probably be best for ES. But other than that, you got candles that have moved down. You're going to need a pullback. Maybe what we can wait for too is a push into this area and then wait for resistance up here, all right? And then begin to look to sell back down. But other than that, the range isn't the greatest here either. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. 4 hour is bullish, but in a very tough spot here. So we'll see what happens. 1 hour close with almost no bottom wick. So yeah, nothing for me. Nothing for me. But that's pretty much it. I'm a little bit more interested in gold today. If we can obviously get what we're looking for, that'll be perfect. Where'd my YouTube chat go? Yeah, where'd the YouTube chat? Can you guys see the YouTube chat? Oh, yeah, we're good. Are we good? No. Hold on one sec. Am I tripping? I can't see YouTube. I mean, I can see YouTube, but what happened? What happened to my chat? Yeah, what the heck? Hold on one second. Let me try and fix that. Chat box. Close. Alright, let's see if we can fix that. Nah, nothing. Nothing. Interesting. Let's see. How do you fix a 502 error? Let's take a look. How to... Alright, let's see if we could do it while we're streaming. Yeah, I see the chat. I see you guys in chat. Let's see. It's gonna be tough to do it without stopping the stream, so we won't stop the stream, but oh, you can see the YouTube chat? Why can't I see it? Refresh it? Yeah, but I can't without stopping the stream. That's the only issue. Either way, I can see the chat. I can see the chat. You just can't see it, I guess, on YouTube. Oh, it's my OBS having the problem? Oh, wait. You sure? Yeah, it is. Okay, at least we got the chat there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. What up, Badio Life? How we feeling? How we feeling? Schedule for the next 2 weeks? Yeah, this is pretty much somewhat of the schedule for the next 2 weeks. Where are we? We are at the 19th here. So 19th here, we're going to do a webinar tomorrow. We'll link up on Monday for a little bit during the New York session. And then 23, 24, 25, we're chilling. Friday, we'll probably link up, yeah, for like an hour or so. And then same deal Monday. So just really these days here, right? Like the Christmas Eve days, the New Year's Eve days and all that. And then pretty much getting back to it. Yeah, so there won't be like Asian session, but there will be a New York session, like just for a little bit. Yeah, maybe like from 9 to like 10:30. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't rather be doing anything else. Like I know like it's considered a break, but like I don't even want to take a break. Like anybody else, like it's like going to sleep early because you got work the next day. It's like, dude, I don't even want to go to bed right now. I'm not even tired, right? But I know I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go to sleep right now, you know? So yeah, it's like I don't even really want to take a break. I don't think we've missed one day this year, gang. Not one. Unless it was a technical difficulty, there was not one day that we didn't show up ready to take action. So just a phenomenal year. We're gonna do a little bit of a yearly review tomorrow in the clubhouse and whatnot, and it's just been one for the books, man. Yeah. Yes, sir. Like I said on Instagram, 2025 we lit the match, but 2026 we start pouring the fuel, my friends. We start pouring the fuel. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, highly recommend you do as we move into this break. I'll keep you updated on basically everything. Yeah, everything that I'm doing, we're doing. Keep you guys updated on that. Car wash day today. But you guys can follow me on Instagram right here. Keep up to everything that's going on with us, when we're coming back to stream and all that good stuff. We're also going to be giving away some giveaways. Yeah, some giveaways over the break as well. So keep an eye on Instagram for all that. For all that. No breaks. Yo, what up, C Melly? What's good? What's good? Do I still use Tora? I haven't used it in about 2 months, and I'm pretty much taking all my money out of Tora, and I'm going to be looking for like just a good futures broker or some sort of good like US, I don't know, CFD broker, but we'll see. I really want to get a good futures broker. Excuse me. Tradeovate's really the only one that I've used, so I'm going to hunt around a little bit during this quote-unquote break. Yeah. A newbie. Oh, what's up, man? What's up? Welcome in. Any questions you have, don't hesitate to ask. Our trading style may be a little bit different than what you're used to, or it's not the most popular out there, but it works. It makes money. It's made money for us over the last 4 or 5 years, and it's pretty simple. It's a very simplistic approach to the market, and if you're still struggling to find profitability, or if you're still struggling to just find a good system that fits, hang out here for a bit, and hopefully we can simplify trading for you. Tradeovate they're alright. They're not bad. I definitely don't want to say they're bad. Yep. Oh, my wife said she's pregnant today. Let's go. More family victory coming in hot here. Yes, sir. Time to get free, my friend. Time to get free. Let's see. I don't know what that means. That's in a different language. Do I like it? Do I like what? Oh, Tradeovate. Yeah, they're pretty good. Did you earn your Porsche through trading? Man, I don't know. I've made so much money over the past decade now. I don't know what money comes from. I've got multiple businesses, multiple opportunities, trading, affiliate deals, e-commerce things, consulting business. I mean, I don't even know anymore. Man. What's wrong with Tora? Nothing really. Just I personally don't really like the spreads and the slippage too much. So that was all. Nothing too crazy. Have we taken a trade? No, the last trade I took was in Asian session. So I took where was Asian? Let me just check here. Yeah, let me show you guys the Asian session trade that was taken around 9, I think. Was it 9 or 9:15? Last night, maybe 9:30. But this guy right here. So basically it was a fade position. We took the sell on the break of the low here. So on the break of this low right there. I don't know why my thing is over here, but it should be scooted over a little bit. So we got in on the break of this low on this candle. We pushed down. We just missed partials, right? But we came back up. We actually closed bullish. Stops were sitting above the wick here. It was about a 55 pip stop, and we just waited. You know, this candle closed at like almost no wick. The trend was clearly bearish, right? This is honestly the move that allowed me and my wife to never have to go back to work again, right? We call this one the money move right here. So you got price moving down, you come back up, you create resistance, especially if it's at a level. If you can't see right now, but looking left, we had this level here. Wanted to make sure we were gonna create in a way like a lower high right here. Stops, we want to leave this trade a little bit of room to breathe, right? It was a fade position. 30-minute candle was still open, so we knew that 30 could make a low and then come back up and still push and attempt to fill that wick right there. So let me show you what the 30-minute looked like. So the 30-minute looked something like this. You had this candle right here, and then you had a candle that looked like this, right? Something like this. So our entry was right there. All right, so that was our entry on the break of the low here for price to move down. So what can happen is if this 30-minute candle is still open, but you have this 15-minute fade, this 30 can come down, make a lower wick, right, and then just continue moving up. And a lot of times what it'll do is it'll try to attempt to fill that wick, but it won't be able to, right? So it'll start to reject and then re-break the low, right? As you see what got done here, we kind of made a low on the 30-minute, then we moved up, we made a new high, we failed to fill the wick, and then we just came crashing down there. So full target hit, closed partials here, closed full right there, and that was pretty much the trade. Last trade of the Asian session of 2025. So we put a little fade on it. Little fade ski. Yeah, I forgot what we got. I don't know if it was 40 pips. I forget. But yeah, I made about 500 bucks. Yeah, we got a little error. We got a little error on Google. I don't know why that's there. I don't know what happened there. Let me see. Let me try one more thing. Hold on 1 second. Let me try to fix that. Let me try one more thing. I could have sworn I hit something on OBS. Hold on. Ah, haha. Let's go. Did that fix it? Did that fix? Refresh. I think we should be good there. Let me know. Let me just check. Let me just check myself. Let's refresh. Okay, yeah, we good. Oh, we Gucci. All right. W. Okay, yeah, we good. Perfect. I was gonna say, man, we can't go out like that. Last stream of the year, some Google era. What? Stop tour as well. Trade locker, not sure why. Slow. Yeah, I don't mind trade locker. I just my big thing was like mainly slippage and spread. Like if I'm gonna trade with a forex broker, I don't mind that. I really don't. But it's the slippage and the spread has gotta be decent. All right, Porsche delivery vlog dropping this weekend. Porsche delivery vlog dropping this weekend. We got like 2 more vlogs coming on behind it, and we got our book series started too. My bad about the delay. I actually had to redo the video. Yeah, so I had to redo the whole video and get it re-edited. So that's what took a little while. It was really my fault. Yeah, I recorded it like vertical by mistake, so I was like, all right, let's redo that. So yeah, I'm gonna drop a bunch of content too, like while we're not on YouTube live streaming for the next like 2 weeks as well. So keep an eye out for all that. How long have I been trading? I have been trading since 2019. You know, 2018 is where I really started to get into trading. 2019 is where I started making some like serious moves, and then I'd say midway through 2020 is where I really committed, and I committed to being a profitable trader. And when I commit, I get things done. I want to purchase a funded account. Yeah, do it, man. Do it. I would say just do it next, do it in January. Yeah, do it in January. What Porsche do I have? I have a GT3 RS. Yeah. Porsche POV. Yeah, I got the Meta glasses too. So we're going to bring a lot of POV. A lot of POV to the YouTube. Am I executing a buy or sell? That just depends on the 30-minute closure here. So if we can get a 30 onion, 15 celery type of deal, then I think that's pretty good. Yeah. What color? It's a gray, like a silver gray. Yeah, that's it right here. This one. Getting washed today. Getting washed today. All the cars are getting washed right now. Got to read the chat twice. How come? Is there any benefit on making over 1,500 on a 50K combine? No. On the combine, probably not, because 50K, I think the most you can make on a 50K combine is 1,500 in a day, right? It's a 50% consistency rule with them. Oh, let's go. 2024. Okay, nice. Triple black. Okay, nice. Yeah, actually, I wanted to get this car in black, but this one came across and I kind of fell in love with it. So, yeah, maybe my next one I'll get in black. Yeah, the wheels, I wasn't too sure about the wheels too, but they ended up growing on me as well. Yeah. Yeah, we just put full headers, full exhaust, everything on there. $15 celery, let's see, would be money. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not taking any buys until we get above 72. 72. We got 5 minutes on a 30 closure here too. Can we copy trade over multiple accounts? You can, yeah, on multiple prop firms now. You can copy trade. Yeah, top one futures. You got an opportunity to copy 6 Ignite accounts, so 6 instant funded accounts. Not too bad. You can make a lot of money that way. I think a lot of us have made a lot of our money this year through copy trading. Yeah, through copy trading. You know, like the performance that we had on each account was great, but then we were multiplying it all year long by 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, right? So that makes a huge difference in your trading. Wheels are perfect? Yeah, I think they are. I think they are. Somebody actually wanted to trade wheels with me for like a couple weeks. They got black rims, so maybe we'll do it. The other color option that I was looking at, so I really initially wanted black, but the other one was, I forgot what they called it. It was like a dark gray, Arctic gray they called it. Yeah, Arctic gray. So I was actually like in the vlog, you'll actually see me on the kind of like on the phone, like trying to work the deal on the Arctic gray one, and then it actually didn't fall through. And then this one came through and they were like, yo, take a look at it. And I was like, actually, I like this one better because just the way the silver like kind of the carbon pops off the silver and whatnot, it just made a little bit better ride. Yeah, so Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It was hard since 2020. Trading is very hard. Yeah, trading is extremely difficult. Not easy to do. Not easy to do at all. So you really have to be a disciplined individual. You have to be a patient individual. You can't be a little baby, a little whiner, criticizer, condemner, complainer. No, those people never last. So trading is extremely difficult, right? But you know, one thing I'm pretty decent at is I'm not that smart, so I simplify things the best that I can. So one of my superpowers is to take something that's extremely difficult and simplify it, like almost like a first grade level. And my brain works at a first grade level, so that's why I just simplify the trading. And although it is a difficult niche to be a part of, I've made it easy, right? Due to the simplicity or simplistic approach to the playbook. You know, while I've held this playbook down for 5 years, many people have come in the stream, ran the playbook, and then stopped it, right? Did something else, and then started and stopped it and started and stopped it, right? So the only difference between me and them is I just kept my head down where my feet are and just kept moving with the same approach. So that a lot of times can make the difference between being a profitable trader and still trying to find profits. Good morning, Sue J. What's poppin', my man? What's good? Good to see you. Any promos for Top Step? They don't really do any promos. Let's take a look, Peter. Hey, okay. 2024, you said, right? Nice, dude. Yeah, mine's 2024 as well. Yeah, it's clean. Yeah, I love the black. Love it. Preview of the vlog? Maybe. Cannot wait for Porsche to give me a call. All right. That's it. That's the only preview. That's it. Yeah, we'll probably drop that like tomorrow, over the weekend. Eat. Yeah, we gotta keep. Yeah, if I were to give you any advice, just keep trading extremely simple. Don't try and complicate it. Don't listen to all your internet friends about trading. Lock in on a way that really makes sense to you, and let's level up. That's all there is to it, gang. Right? Who cares about the he said, the she said, what they're doing, what he's doing? What are you doing? You know, what are you doing? And that should really be the main focus of this new year for you. You know, maybe every year of your life from this point, from up until this point, you've always cared about what he said and she said and what mom thought and what dad thought. But I'm encouraging you this year to lock in on you, right? You came in the world by yourself. You'll leave by yourself. No one knows you better than you, right? No one knows your dream better than you. No one knows what you can see in your mind, right? So go forth, right, and multiply. Don't wait on the approval or the opinions of others. You'll be waiting your whole life for that. I'm responsible for me. Yeah, exactly. There you go. If everyone could just, throw that costume on, the world will be a much better place. You know, once you realize that's the case, I mean, it's such a liberating feeling, right? You control it all. Okay, what do we do here? We got an hourly closure. Let's take a look. So we never did get into this observation zone. We did reject it. 30-minute candle closed here as well. Let's take a look at that 4-hour. 4-hour rejecting the highs here. Daily candle made the top wick, potentially coming back down. So, yeah, if we can get a top wick here, then the sells actually do not look too bad. But we're going to need a top wick, and the reason why is because the 1 hour is coming down right now, right? So we need this 1 hour candle, being that it closed bullish, we need this guy here to wick up. Right, wick up somewhere up here, and then we potentially have the sell stop on the break of that 30-minute low, which looks something like that low right there. Yeah, I think we can get this wick fill and possibly even come crashing down here. So let's see if we get a top wick, and if not, then we wait. You know, we wait on price and see if that 1 hour candle really wants to move up, or are we going to continue to reject that area. Daily finally has a top wick now too. So we talked about that on the breakdown, about the daily coming back up here to make a top wick. 85% of candles do that. 4 hour tap and target here in that resistance level. 1 hour also rejecting resistance here as well. And now our 30 minutes closing bearish. Would have really liked to see maybe the 30 close more so up, like up here, just so we could add a little bit more room coming down. But all in all, I think if we can make a decent top wick here, then we could probably come down and fill that wick at like 49 there. So we'll see. We'll see. What time is it? 9? Yeah, 9. It's 9 here. So the other thing too is if we wait on 9:30, right, we may be able to get something like this where 1 hour candle does kind of make its way up to try and fill that wick, and then we get another resistance formed up here at like 9:15. Right, so you let 9 o'clock kind of do its thing. Maybe it closes bullish, and then 9:15 closes bearish, and then we can sell, go break even at that wick fill instead of entering there, right? And then kind of come down into that range. So that's also another option here. We got options. We got options. Learned so much this year. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to next year as well. Yeah. What a year. I personally have learned so much this year as well. I've traded almost every session this year. It's been a blast. You know, my experience on price action is basically tripled, right, this year, and just stacking it on top of the last couple of years. It's made for an epic run, right? It's like a historic run that we've been on here this past like 12 months. How do I determine those things? Which things, my friend? Which things? Trend trading is good. I love trend trading. Yeah, I was like my Asian session last night. Like the trade in Asian was a beautiful like trend, like my type of trend trade where we were coming down, just falling, right? We came up, created resistance here, and then bam, selling from there. So I love trading the trend. I love it. Is it 9 a.m. in the morning? It is 9 a.m. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. here. Yep, just be careful here, because again, you know, you really want to see, I mean, we got this range right here, right? So let's just be careful here. We might want to wait for this first 15 minute of the 1 hour candle to close up, just so we got some more information on this candle here. Because although we have a range up top, right, up here, we also have, this is the range we came from. So if we're going to just retest that zone, this is where we're probably going to create support for price to move up. So we do want to see how this candle here is going to close. And I think we just broke the lows too there, right? So that could have activated the sellers there. Oh, there's an FVG down there as well. Okay, okay. So now it's like double confirmation, yeah. Aloha, aloha. Do I offer one-on-one mentorship? I do, but it's closed down right now. You can go to the website and like just fill out the form there, and then when we open it up at some point next year, we'll reach out to you. Yeah, I think we've this year we've had over a handful of people from the elite program become financially independent of a job. Yeah, woohoo. Congratulations to everyone. No longer needing a job. They were able to exit their wife from working for the other man, which is a blessing in itself. You know, the real flex is when someone asks you what your wife does for a living and you say, nothing. She don't work, bro. Right? She don't work. That's the real flex of a man, you know, and we've had a bunch of men do that this year. Couldn't be more proud of these guys from the elite program, and just more coming. So yeah, keep an eye out for the elite. We'll probably open it up in maybe like February or something. Big doves. I don't want to say any names because I don't want to leave anyone out. We've had a lot of people become financially free this year, and that's a major blessing. That's a major if I could be selfish for a moment, that's like a stroke to my ego in a way, right? Because I want to see that. I want to see family victories. I mean, that's the reason I'm here, right? Is to I don't really need the help. I can do all this my own. I have other companies, but I want to pour into people so that way they too can experience the land of the living. I like to call it, right? The land of the living, which is financial freedom, being able to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want, for as long as you want. Pretty simply, just because you got time and money. You know, that's really all it takes, right? Time and money. There's a lot of people who have a lot of time and no money. A lot of people who have a lot of money and no time. So we're talking about creating both of them, right? You don't even want too much money if it takes up too much time, right? And you don't want to have too much time if you're not making much money. So there's a happy medium there that I encourage you all to find, right? Find that sweet spot to where you have time and money working for you, and then you can be free and, you know, live life as you choose. She don't work, bro. How many of y'all just want to say that, eh? Instead, you're saying, oh, she's a dental hygienist, assistant dental hygienist, right? Just get her out of there, man. Let's get her out of there. 3 p.m. in Nigeria. Hey, yo. We golfing this weekend? I probably won't be golfing until next week. Yeah, sometime next week. I've been busy. You guys know I have 4 children under the age of 4. So it's a wild house over here. God bless my wife. Pray for my wife, please. Thank you. Hey, aloha from Hawaii though. When we do link up on that one-on-one mentorship, I gotta come out there and play some golf with you. Ribeye or New York strip? Filet mignon. I don't do those other steaks anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Damn, probably ribeye. Probably ribeye. I don't eat those other steaks anymore. Those are for regular people. No, I'm just kidding. Come to Dubai. So we are planning London in 2026. I was actually looking at flights for London like a night or two ago. So we'll have a lot more information on the London meetup. We're probably going to do an RSVP because although I would love to come out for like 5 of you guys, we're probably not going to make that trip unless there's like, you know, I'd say probably like 50 to 100 of you guys like confirmed for a meetup, and then yeah, we'll book it and we'll be there. Yeah, I'd love to come for like 1 or 2, but you know, we can't, you know, just do that. So we'll put together an RSVP. We're going to give you guys dates just like we did for the Florida meetup. We created an RSVP. We want to make sure, you know, we know what to expect. We're probably going to hold like a little event. We might do a little bit of teaching in London, but mainly just a chill vibe. Just like a traders link up, TTE trader. I don't care if you're like ICT. ICT's welcome too, you know. You guys are all welcome. Well, that's our top wick. That's our 1 hour attempt to the wick fill here. And let's see, we got 5 minutes left on this candle. Potential sell stops in about 5 minutes here. Yeah, if we can hang tight. Really want to see this candle close like weak bullish right here. We already broke the highs here. We never broke the 1 hour highs. We grabbed liquidity on the 15. The sellers have already been activated from that earlier push. They're out here most likely. The buyers are in from this, and then maybe if we get activated, that'll take the buyers out, and we'll have a nice sweet drive down to support with not much turbulence. Main goal in 2020 Swick? Yeah, wife with no job, baby. Let's do it, Stephen B. I'm committed, brother. I'm committed to your dream, too. I'm committed to helping you get your wife out of work, gang. But are you committed? Because I'll be here every day, and I'll give the information that I used to get my wife out of work. But will you grab a hold of it? Yeah? Will you take it and run with it? Oh yeah, Hawaii. I'd love to, man. I've heard the golf courses in Hawaii are just beautiful. Yeah, 90 pip stop loss. So I would like to do it here, but again, 4 minutes on the candle. We just wait. Yeah, I heard Mr. V would tell me stories about golfing in Hawaii and literally being on like the 7th hole and just seeing whales just come out, breach the water and stuff. So Hawaii's got to be epic. Gonna start learning from trading in 2026. Very nice. Sweet, sweet. Just know it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be just as hard as anything ever was that you've accomplished in your life. So this is gonna be no different, probably even harder. So just be prepared for that journey and be ready to work, right? Be coachable, have a good work ethic, know what you want, because if you don't really know what you want, then chances are you're gonna quit, right? Because no doubt there will be days where you feel like giving up. There will be days where you feel like quitting, especially early in the game before you really start to see profitability. It's difficult because there's a lot of money out but no money in, right? And you know, you're in that learning phase, you're in that education phase. So a lot of traders won't tell you that, but it's a responsibility of mine to let you know what type of game you're getting into, that this won't be a walk in the park. It's not going to be easy. It's not just, you know, click a button and make some money. Like, you're going to have to deal with you know, and that's the main part about trading is you expose yourself, right? And then it's a beautiful, and I mean beautiful process though, right? If you can perceive it the right way, because then guess what? When you expose yourself, guess what you are able to do now? Work on yourself. You're able to work on yourself, which most people actually don't ever do. You know, they just say, well, I grew up that way, or it's just, that's the way I've always done it, right? But guess what, gang? God gave you a brain. Yeah, God gave you a brain, gang, and you can do anything you want with it, right? So you can, just because you've been a certain way for the last decade doesn't mean you have to stay that way for the next decade. And this is what trading, everyone thinks they're going to make a whole bunch of money, and they probably are if they get through, right? But trading is going to expose you, right, to you, and you're going to be able to work on your weaknesses. You're going to be able to identify your strengths, right? And this will ultimately make you a better person as well if you're willing to put one foot in front of the other. And again, not complain or criticize or condemn, but just work, right? Just find a way to win. And when you do, it's a sweet business to be a part of. I'll tell you that. November got a payout first 2 weeks. Let's go. Now you can't pass the combine. Yeah, you got choppy markets. Don't worry about it, gang. A lot of people are struggling, right? Very, very tough, choppy markets in December. It's obvious, right? We dominated all year long, and then December you run into some losses. So clearly the price. It's not that you're not all of a sudden not a good trader, right? You guys know that, right? So if you've been dominating all year long, and then you've run into some losses here, right? You have two ways to look at it. Either you suck now randomly, you just randomly can't take trades anymore, or the market is just a little funky, right? Which one? Which one do you believe, right? It just depends on how much work you've put in, right? Because if you haven't put in any work and you've just been taking signals and you've just been, you know, kind of trying to shortcut it, well, then you probably think you suck, right? But if you've been really on your game all year long and now you run into a couple losses, you know that you know what you're doing, that the market is just not doing what it typically does do, and that's why you're getting shaked out of some trades. So yeah, just chill, man. Just chill. Nothing to overthink, right? I took a good amount of losses here in the first 2 weeks. Does that mean that, do you think now I think, oh my God, did I lose it? Do I not have it anymore, right? No, you know, we've been through this cycle so many times at this point. I think the difference between like maybe some of us and some of you is that you just haven't been through it yet, right? You don't understand that this is a natural and normal part of day trading, where, you know, you're going to have a month or a week or so where price just don't work out, you know, and that's okay. That's A-okay. I think I cracked 300K. Yeah. Last trade. I think, last trade will make it 300K on the year. So, all right, we ended up closing bearish here on the 15. Very interesting. Not much of a move. 1 hour looking like it wants to reject. 4 hours still being very tough here. Very tough. I mean, we can go either way. What time is it? 9:15. Yeah, man, this is tough. Right? The main thing here is like, I don't want to be blind to this range, right? So let me just show you the range, right? So this is the range in which we came from. So I don't want to be blind to that, right? Knowing that the rejections can happen here and that we could create support. So this is a little tough area, you know. You've been melting here on the 15 as well for a bit. I think as we approach this 9:15 candle, this candle come up, make a top wick, I'll be interested in like probably keeping my position a little lower, like a little lower in size, just in case like price isn't ready yet and it wants to wait for 9:30. If we don't get the wick, then we could just wait on 9:30 here. But yeah. How'd you start? Stay-at-home husband? Yeah, or you could let your wife do the work. Yeah, boys, go play with your Barbie dolls. First you lose money, second you get into some strategies. Yeah, exactly. It's a process. It really is. All right, let's see if we can maybe get wicks up towards like somewhere up here. I have no issue either waiting on 9:30 if we have to. Am I going to stream on Monday? No, this is going to be the last YouTube live stream of the year here. So we'll be back in the first or second week of January. First or second week. All right, let's see this here actually. This ain't too bad. 23 pip stops. Yeah, I'm going to have a sell stop here. I'm going to start off a little low, like 2 contracts, and then let's see if we can get the push down, fill the wick, go break even at the wick fill, and then see if we can get down into like 54 there. Yeah, don't look bad. We already got the liquidity here too. Nice little grab up. If we break those lows, we should be good to fill that wick and then potentially make our way down into 54 here. Bring my wife on the live stream. Yeah, you guys want to meet her? Yeah, she's spectacular. All right, let's see if we can move here. Let's see if we can move. Stops are going to be for me probably back above the highs here. Yeah, somewhere up here. And we'll see. We'll see if we can get it. Do we get the wick fill on Goldie? We got volume too, so we should have some volume coming in. We got Johnny Gems coming in. Hey Johnny, how are you? I'll bring my wife on stream. My wife might be on stream right now. She likes hanging out, chilling. Part of the chat.
What's poppin', bro?
Hey, there he is. What's good?
It's goody, bro.
How we feeling?
Amazing. Feeling good.
Lovely, brother. Lovely.
Sure.
Anything for
chat.
beginners? Yeah, go watch the playbook video. The playbook 2.0 on YouTube. Very, very good. Very educational, like video for beginners. 100%. All right, Johnny Gems, how we feeling?
Feeling blessed, brother. How you feeling?
Yeah, dude, feeling great.
Excellent.
Awesome, bro. Let's go another day. You're blessed by God.
Hey. Yeah, we'll see if we work out on this sell here. We've been moving down quite a bit, but we do have that nice liquidity grab here, so this could work. We might be a little ahead of the volume with 9:30 coming up too, so we'll see.
Yep. Let's pop in chat. How y'all feeling?
What's pop? Yeah, if this candle closes bullish, then what I'll probably do is, like, if we close above the range, then what we could do is delete it, right? You gotta have this range here I want to keep an eye on at 59. So if we close above, then I'll probably get out of this trade. If we remain below, then everything still looks pretty good. But keep in mind, this could be the retest of that zone there. So we just want to be careful with that. Last stream on YouTube, yeah. Clubhouse will be live. We're doing a webinar tomorrow. We'll be live on Monday for a little bit, and then on Friday. So I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're gonna just chill out, celebrate Christmas and all that, and then get back to it on Friday for a little bit. Get a little Clubhouse action. Clubhouse, yeah, Clubhouse is gonna pretty much remain open outside of like the holiday itself.
Hell yeah. That'll be fun. We'll do a nice daily review together.
Yes, exactly.
Lot to learn from this year. It'll be great.
Learned a lot this year, a whole lot.
A lot, bro. You know, every year pretty much learn something new that's changing the game for us in the next year to come. So
Yeah.
Always great to do those yearly reviews because that's where the lessons are at to help you make adjustments in the next year.
Yep. Yep.
All the professional traders do yearly reviews as well, right? Hedge fund traders, prop firm traders, they all do that. So it's just professional habit right there.
Yeet. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? Yeah, I've heard it before.
Heard it maybe 1,000 times there.
Heard it once or twice. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. My brother Joe, man got 3 payouts. All of a sudden I hear in his car, happy holidays, happy holidays. Man's in a great mood.
That's funny.
Happy holidays.
In that Christmas spirit.
He's in the Christmas spirit.
Payouts get you in that Christmas spirit.
Previously, yeah, I was doing forex. Yeah, I still trade a little bit of forex, but I switched over to futures in like January of 2025, and been trading futures and forex this year. So yeah, I do a little bit of both. Actually, forex ain't bad, man. I think I made over 100 G's just trading on a forex broker this year. So forex, you know, as long as you have the skill set, you'll be able to make money. So it doesn't matter whether you're trading forex, futures, whatever it is, right? As long as you have the skill set and you apply the right things every day, you'll make money, regardless of a little slippage, a little spread here and there. But I'd rather not get slipped, and I'd rather not have to deal with spreads if I don't have to. So that's typically why I, chose futures. The Mickey Mouse. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah. What's the difference in terms of pros and cons? That's pretty much the main difference is the spreads, slippage. A lot of crypto is done with forex as well. So with forex, a lot of times you're gonna move in with crypto and move out with crypto. So with futures, you don't really have to do that. Futures is just, you could just do bank wires and whatnot. So a little different. There's pros, there's cons, depending if you like crypto. Like sometimes I like moving with crypto. Sometimes I'd rather not. But yeah, there's pros, there's cons to all of it. All right, can we break the low here? What time is it? Okay, cool. I think we can go break even now. Yeah, we broke that low. We can also close some partials here. So I'm actually gonna close partials. And yeah, let's see if we can get the rest of it to run. Good trade.
Trade, bro.
Yeah, we'll move this TP down a little bit too now. See if we can get down into support. Boom. Perfect. All right, yeah, let's see. We broke the low, so definitely partials, definitely break even, and then we'll see if we can keep moving. But congratulations if you took that. I think we got, what, like 20? Yeah, 20 pips. 20 pips so far. Let's see if we can keep moving. Yes, forex. All right, break those lows here, Goldie. We got 930 coming in hot. 930 coming in hot. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. I'm break even, by the way. So I've moved stops to break even. I've closed partials right here. And then that is, if we can get a runner out of this, awesome. If not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Would you move stop loss now to current 15? No, break even. You can go to current 15. Yeah, that's not an issue. I'm going to go break even here. Yeah. So let's see if we can survive. We got 4 minutes. So if we can get a push down here before 9:30, that would be spectacular. Is the trade active? The trade is active. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, SBE. Good job. 21 pips, I think.
Nice,
We take it. We take it. Same strategy with forex. Yes. Yeah. I've really not changed anything from futures to forex, or vice versa. Someone's hurt. Someone's hurt in my living room, and it sounds like Kingston.
Dang it.
FX Pro, is this a good broker? I don't know. I've never used them. You tell me. You tell me. Last 2025 coupon. Hey. Yeah. Last 2025 coupon, gang.
Right.
Clubhouse prices are going up this year too, so it's only right. There's been millions of dollars made in the Clubhouse. Millions this year. So the value's there. The education is there. It's just, are you hungry enough to get it, and will you invest into it? It's there though. Do I baby-proof my house? No, we just allow our children to learn lessons very early in life. Yeah, this is what happens when you mess around on the stairs, children. Dum, 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 dum. Yep, yeah, won't do that again. Won't do that again. Fire? Ow! Yep, probably that won't work. That's not going to be good. We want to encourage them to learn how to make good future decisions, like not jumping down the stairs and not touching fire on the stove.
That's really the best way to learn, though.
Yeah. Oh, got my girlfriend here. We're both starting in January 1st. Yo, congratulations. Nothing like a power couple. Nothing like a power couple. Like I told you guys the other day, man, me and Anna are like two wings on one bird, baby. Right? So there's nothing like a power couple that come in and just have a common goal, common dream. Communication is good, and you guys are just, stepping together. So, yeah, looking forward to hearing about your very, very near future success, my man. Clubhouse for the rest of the month. We're going to be linking up just almost every day outside of the holidays and just getting together, Q&As, maybe do a simulation or two, and what else? Yeah, just like Q&As, reviews, webinars, all that. Anyone here from the Philippines? Lots of people from the Philippines. That is the best way to learn, yep. Can you be profitable with just New York session and one trade a day? I did for how many years, John? Like what? 3?
Like 3 or 4.
3 years. So 3 years, I took 1 to 2 trades a day, and I only traded the New York session, and I was very profitable.
Yeah. Yeah, New York session's good enough. Definitely. 1 good trade a day is really all you need.
Yep. 1 good trade a day.
Because think about it, 1 good trade, right? You can earn however amount of money in 1 good trade. So depending on your situation and stuff, 1 good trade is legit all you may need.
Yep. Especially when you use copy traders.
New York sessions, right? New York session be giving you 2 or 3 setups, or even 4, right? It could be different all day. So
yeah. Yep.
So you just gotta show
trade.
up and trade your edge and take what the market's willing to give you at the end of the day.
Next meetup is going to be in London. Yeah, we're going to do a meetup in the UK in May. So anyone that is out in the UK, if you guys can make it to London in May of this year, we'll all be able to meet up. Yeah, we'll all link up, have a good time. There's really nothing for me now at 9:30. I just don't like the way these candles closed, and you might end up moving back up there. So that's why we go break even and close partials, right, at these wick fills, because you just never know. You just never know. So some people say 20 pips. That's pathetic. I'm not closing there.
Yeah.
right? But what's pathetic now is going 20 pips, 22 pips in profit and then getting stopped out, right? But because you didn't manage properly, right? If we look left, this management was key. If we look left here, we also have this level of support, right? All this here, all this here. So
I think it was smart to get aggressive with closing full because like it's very choppy down there. A lot of supports.
Yep. Bye bye, Goldie. Adios,
Bye, Goldie.
amigo.
Speaking of London, though, that boy Magnus here.
Magnus? The Viking?
The Viking here.
Hey,
wow, what a push back up. Sheesh.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Same.
That's why I was a little skeptical on the 15-minute here. That's why I only really went 2 contracts. But I knew we could most likely get the wick fill, right? Come back down into basically that little range there. So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Wick fill made sense.
Is my wife from DR? Yeah, she is actually. Dominican Republic. Anyone else? Anyone else? South Africa, let's go. Where can I invest 100K right now? Wait, hold on. Hold on. What was that, Lord? Hold on. I'm getting a message from God right now. Hold on. He said someone in the chat here is willing to invest $100,000 into their future. The Lord's saying I'm going to make him a multi-millionaire if he just sows it into the donation channel on the chat. Yeah. So I think the Lord is saying just donate that $100,000 to the donation channel on this live stream. And he's going to make you a multi-millionaire. Every single piece of ground your feet touches will be blessed. Listen to the master. I mean the pastor. The pastor. Did I say master? Listen to the pastor. Trust me. I'm direct. I'm a direct connection to God for you. Oh man, you gotta love it. Bro. You gotta love it.
That's actually happening, bro. It's crazy.
The preacher goes. He goes. I wish it was me, cause I got it. I said, I got the 10 grand. It was so funny too in that clip. The guy goes, I'm hearing from the Lord right now, and he said he wants someone to make a $10,000 investment. You hear in the background the guy go, Jesus. and he goes, and he got to make it in 90 seconds. Yeah, that's the thing. If you really want to become a multi-millionaire, that's 3 multis, by the way, in case you can't count. Send that 100,000. Oh man,
it's crazy, bro.
Some of you guys don't get it.
Crazy
Some of y'all
that
don't
actually
get it.
Happens. Talk about effed up, bro.
I love the one guy. He goes, "I need 2,000 right now." The lady comes up with 1,500. He goes, "I didn't say 1,500. I said 2,000. Find another way to get the 500 before you come back up here. You crazy?
Bro.
Get it together, people." He said, "Get it together, church."
It's crazy. In that video, you see like a girl in the front, like in the front aisle, like grabbing her purse, like when he says it too. It's like, damn.
Hey, you got to listen to the master. Serious. I mean, the pastor, you know, exactly. whatever they say, you got to.
The master, yeah.
She looked right at her purse, too. She said, oh, no problem.
We worship in the master now, chat. Let's get it.
Hey, I seen something that said, school, obey or fail. Law,
true.
Obey or jail. Religion, obey or hell, right? So it's just the same thing over and over again. Little tyrants.
Talk about evil, fam. Snap.
Not every church is like that. Not every church.
You really got to be careful what you're following because it could really be evil.
Multi. He said the Lord's gonna make you a multi-millionaire.
It's like, I'm gonna do that.
100,000, not 50,000. Listen, where's your faith? Where's your faith? Do I believe money's the root of all evil? Absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not. They want you to think that, right? That way you stay broke, poor, uneducated, and in peasant mode. Hey, man, whatever you do, just don't make any money. All right, don't do that.
Money will just reflect your character, bro.
And any money that you do make, just bring it over here. Bring it over here. Bring it over here.
If you're a evil person, then you'll probably use money for evil things. But if you're a great person, you'll probably use money for amazing things, like helping others.
Exactly.
And your family and yourself. So money just is, bro.
Money just is. Money's energy. Just like electricity, right? Electricity can be for good, or it can be for bad, depending on how it's used, right? So that's like anything in life, you know. If I stick a open wire in a bathtub, you know, probably going to be the last bath I have, right? But if I understand how to, you know, I don't know what the terms are. Where are all my electricians at? Would you believe one time someone hired me to actually be an electrician? I had no electrical or whatever it's called, background. Wow. They literally just hired me to pretty much be their like their counselor. This guy was dealing with some crazy stuff, and he noticed that I was like helping him. I had some good advice. He was an older guy. He's like, I want to hire you. I'm like, all right, but just don't let me touch any wires, dude. Yeah, don't let me do that. But yeah, I mean, you know, it just is, right? I mean, it just is, right? The electrical current can either kill you, or it can light up our room, give us internet, our Wi-Fi, link us all up together to do a live stream, right? So it's just neutral. It's neutral.
Where, bro? There you go. Damn.
Yeah, money just exposes. Money's like trading. It's going to expose who you are. So like Mr. V said, if you're a good person, right, you'll do good things with money. If you're a bad person, you'll do bad things with money. Money's not good or bad. It just takes on the characteristics of the person who has it.
Sir, sounds like what I just said.
Yep.
And it's also a tool, right? Like, it's energy and it's a tool to do things with life. Like, I don't love like money. Money is just a paper and it's just a number. I love taking my girl out to get steak though, you know? So I love using it as a tool. You can do things with it.
Yep.
All right, bro. Good trade. W exit.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that 30 in 1 hour, man. We were right at that support there. So the wick fill is money.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was good. I'm glad we got in and out of that. Last thing we wanted to do there is hold with open stops for 9:30 on a day like this, right? Where you're coming back into that range there.
Literally, bro.
Everything is evil if used for evil. Yeah, if you're evil, you're probably going to use everything for evil.
Literally.
And evil is typically learned, right? Through parents or friends or association or community or whatever. What is good or bad? Nothing. Nothing, literally. Nothing is good or bad.
Your energy.
Right? I could tell you about a bad time in my life, but if that bad time in my life never happened, then you guys wouldn't know me. So was it good or bad? Or was it just?
Was it just an experience of life?
Everything's experience. Everything.
Everything. You're just experiencing life. You're just attached to it being bad or good. Crazy world we live in, ain't it?
It's it's not a world, it's a classroom.
Sure.
It's beautiful. And we chose to come here. So just enjoy it. Only the strongest of souls come to this realm. The problem is they know that. And they have completely distracted you. You know, you're pretty much a superhuman being, right? Like all those little things in the movies, we can pretty much do. Yeah? We could pretty much do them. You're low-key part of the X-Men. You just don't know it. Actually, you just don't remember it, really.
It's like we were always one, but then we had to leave one to develop awareness and character just to come back to one with awareness and character. That's what it seems like. It seems like life the purpose of life, from what it seems like to me using my brain, is to develop character and to grow through the ups and downs that the experience of life brings you, right? Wouldn't it only make sense that those ups and downs is what builds character? So wouldn't we be here to develop that, right? To develop a character and awareness and stuff.
Yeet.
Word, bro.
Have some fun. Don't be so uptight. You know, just have some fun with this thing, man. We here, baby. We here. God's highest form of creation. And here we are talk about hopefully I can get my rent money this week. Like that's what the Matrix wants you to think. Holy great Christmas present for Tim Trades. Let's go. Bond, what's my 2 cents on all that? I don't even know. I don't even know about it. I think the one thing I seen was that fake actor, all bloody and stuff. They showed a picture of him getting his like makeup done, and he's also been in, like another thing. So the world is a stage, my friend. Yeah, mostly everything you see on TV is staged. Doesn't matter if it's the U.S. president getting shot. It doesn't matter if it's assassinations. Doesn't matter if it's bomb. It's all a lot of staged things.
And people take it literal.
Is disobedience to God neither good or bad? It just depends on who you're talking to. You know, I think there's 6,000 gods that are worshipped. So which one, right? I mean, it depends on who you ask, right? And then again, that just shows you that it's all made up. It's all curriculum, because I'm going to believe in the God that my parents told me about, and most likely you are too. So if you grew up in India, you'll probably be a Buddhist, right? If you grew up in any the U.S. or anything like that, you're probably a Christian or a Catholic. Or if you grew up in I don't know, like any like Muslim states, you're probably Muslim, right? So it just depends, right? I mean, which one?
That's just facts on facts on facts right there. And then guess what? You all think you're right.
And then we all think we're right, as if we know.
You all
and then
think
guess
out
what?
of the 6,000 gods that your God's the one that's right.
Yeah, my bad.
So,
Hindu.
Ego,
Yeah, Hindu.
That's just your ego. Detach from your ego. Start attaching yourself to your soul. Then you'll really find out who God is.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah. So Jesus said he said follow me, right? He didn't say worship me. So one thing I found out about the church, the Catholics and Christians, they worship Jesus a lot, but they don't do what he said to do, right? So they worship, but they don't follow. And following is what he ordered us to do, not necessarily worship, right? So you can go, yeah, oh my God, amazing. But if you don't do what he was talking about doing, then that's just another made-up religion to, govern the people, right? Will there be a webinar tomorrow? Yes. I encourage you guys to really, really go read what Jesus said. Instead of just worshiping, go follow, because that's what he said to do. Yeet. What would you call the previous trade? The previous trade is like a breakout. Yeah, so pretty much like a 15-minute breakout here with a wick fill, and that was pretty much it. Like I mentioned too, like while we were in that trade, we didn't have a lot of room, right? I mean, we had support sitting here, right? And then we had support here. So that's why the partials here was excellent. And then if we could have pushed down into that range, that would have been awesome. But again, being that we're coming back, let me go to the 30-minute real quick. 30-minute looks a little cleaner, right? So watch this. If I move this zone down now, boom, look where we rejected. So look where we planted, quote unquote, a potential support now, right? We came right back to the range, and this is just called a break and retest. So you kind of range here, right, for a while. You break out, you retest, and then potentially continue move up. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Definitely got to get aggressive there. Right? If you held there, I think a simple lesson would have been you got to take partials at supports and at rejection levels, right? If you don't, you could get caught holding the bag like and see what just happened right now, right? Big push back up to stop loss.
Yeet.
Yeet. I think break even at the wick fill is very necessary.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Yes, sir. I'm very, very familiar with the Bible, brother. Yep. Yep. Wanted to, yeah, exactly. He wanted us to embody his message, you know, not worship or anything. That was just a way for the Roman Empire, in a way, to control the people and say, hey, you know, like, basically it was a political experiment. So, you know, the elites use things to, actually, we don't even have to go into all that today. We don't even have to go into all that. I love y'all. Just know I have one religion, and that religion is love. That's it. I don't even care. I don't even care.
We're just trying to be good people, bro. And be spiritually awakened.
Yeah. I'm following Nick.
It's not a conversation to have here. For real. Chad, just make sure you guys are getting ready for Santa Claus. He's coming to town very soon, so
Santa Claus is
prepare yourself for that. Damn, gold bleeder. Sheesh.
Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Yee. Damn, talking bad? Yeah, you can't be talking bad about people, man.
Just be a good person. Be a good person and go to hell. Oh, whoa.
We'll have it on Monday? Yeah, maybe we'll do it on Monday.
Bro, we worship the playbook.
Tom, yeah, there you go. By the way, anytime, if you go look, anytime Jesus slightly got angry, where was he? Where was he? I'm getting a message from the law, $10,000, right? Where was he every time he got angry? Slightly angry. Anyone know?
Sure they don't.
RIP buyers, yo. Wow.
RIP buyers and sellers. Unless you just got into sales.
Yeah. No, that's tough. This is tough. I'm glad we exited when we did. Let me see something here on the 4 hour. Yeah, look at that 4 hour now coming back down. So perfect read here today, gang. Perfect read. Obviously, we can't do anything about that crazy wick up at 9:30, but we had a bearish daily candle, right? We understood that also that we are in a bit of a rejection area here on the daily, right? A lot of rejection, including this last candle. So keeping that bearish bias, we had no top wick. Remember what I said, yo, we always, not always, but 85% of times, we will make a top wick. Notice how this candle moved all the way down, filled that wick, and then came up, made a top wick, and then continued driving down, right? So another example of candles making top wicks, doesn't matter what time frame it is, right? So anyways, once we've seen that top wick form, now we get a bearish closure below. Okay, we could say, hey, maybe that was the top wick, and we can start to make our way back down here now. So then we drop down to the 4 hour, right? And by the way, this is explaining the trade we took. So now you come into this 4 hour rejection area. So 4 hour candle sitting right there as we approach the desk here today. So what we're thinking is, okay, maybe, right, we can reject that area just like we've done a bunch of times in the past and get basically give the daily candle a top wick and then start moving back down from there. So that's pretty much exactly what happened. The 1 hour now closed bullish, right? So we did not jump on this 1 hour candle. We waited for a low, right? And then we needed that top wick because we really wanted to see a attempt to fill the wick here before entering in on the sells, right? So we get our top wick, and that was on the 15 minute. And got our top wick right there, and then boom, break of current candle low. We get our wick fill, and yeah, that was that. And then you get a random push up at 9:30, super random, and then a straight push down. Wow, yeah, there's our full TP. That's what we were looking for, was that wick fill right there. So we did it. We did it. And again,
yeah.
when you're trading pairs like gold, right, that have extreme amount of volatility and they throw wicks like this and wicks like this, you really want to get used to finding advantage points in the market, right? Partial TP areas to where you can secure some money, right? Because obviously this wick, or really this wick, right, we were looking to target those areas. But notice how we came into the first zone, rejected, went all the way up here, right, before returning back down to fill that wick. So again, that's where partials and break even come in and play a huge role in this strategy, because you know, gold can turn right around at any moment and do some wild stuff like that, and where you would have been completely right, you end up losing money, right? Because you thought that price was going to drive down from there. But my thing is, we can do that, but if we experience any sort of turbulence between, let's say, here and here, right, between here, our entry, and here, our main exit, where would that turbulence be, right? So if we look left, we're going to spot this area here. Okay, what's this, right? What's this? What's this, right? Okay, maybe we can secure some profits right there. And then what do you know? Price rejects there originally on the nose and then pops all the way back up, right? So that's why it's very important to look left to get right.
Yes, sir. That's why the pros say you should focus on price action and the charts and not the P&L, because that's where your capital will be in the safest bet, right? Safest position.
Yep.
You focus on the P&L and things like that will start to happen.
Yeah, you guys got it right. You guys got it right. What happened was, it was until years and years later, after they wiped out all the followers of the way, they burned all their books, they martyred them all, and then they created their own thing. Like years and years and years later. Yep. But again, it's much easier to have this conversation when we can all talk, right? When we can all talk, not just me and me answering, trying to talk from the microphone here. A good healthy debate, a good healthy conversation is always amazing.
As long as it's healthy, it's good. But at the end of the day, it might not even be worth it either, because a lot of us have egos and we think we're right no matter what. So,
yep.
Everyone's just got too many different opinions and stuff on it.
I love what The Rock used to say. It doesn't matter what you think.
And it really doesn't matter what you think as well. So,
hey, and it doesn't matter what I think, right? Who am I? Who am I to tell you what's true and what's not true? I'm nobody.
That's why I've just chose to believe in nothing but God, bro. That's it.
Ta-da. W's in the chat. Oh man, I didn't get a good. Oh snap. All right. Anyways, why Top Step always underground maintenance? I'm not too sure. They got some they got some problems going on over there. They got some issues. Massive pack runner? Yeah, you bet. You bet. Yeah, roundtable discussion. Yeah, it'd be much better.
Nick, we've had some deep combos about it.
Yep. I've also had some incredible conversations with, other men of faith. I mean, I enjoy conversating about this stuff. It's never like I'm a student to life, gang. I don't know anything. I don't know one thing.
Seriously,
so I enjoy having conversations with people from all different walks of life. Christianity, Muslim, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I've enjoyed all my conversations with everyone. Do you know any TradeZella discount codes? The only one that we have is TTE24. Yeah, that's the only one we really got. But there's also other journals that are very, very similar to TradeZella that are, I think, free. So just look into, you know, some of those too. Yeah. I mean, you don't tackle some of these things without true discernment and true study. So most people don't study any of the books, right? So that way they're just very lukewarm, they're wishy-washy. They don't know how to defend it if they tried, right? So, you know, you got to have discernment, you got to have education, you got to have read, you know, the word or the words, whatever it is, you know, the books, and actually know like a little bit more about them to even like come to conclusions like this or come to ideas like that. Yeah. But all religions are man-made, every one of them. And it's not that they're necessarily a bad thing either, right? They're not, again, nothing's bad nor good. It just is. Bum. Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, we respect everyone's beliefs. Everyone believes in something, so that's cool. That's awesome. Very, very good. Very, very good. Changed both my trading and my life. Let's go, brother. Let's go, man. Love that. Music to my ears, G. Yeah, so what questions do we have, gang? This is the last time you're gonna see me on YouTube here for a little bit. Any questions? Anything I can help you guys out with as we move into this next season, into this next year? You probably won't see me for a good like 2 weeks, so now's the time. Now's the time. Yeah. Animals are more good than human. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because animals just follow law. So I just follow law too. I'm in the red pretty deep. I was in the buys. I didn't close, then stopped out, flipped again. Yeah, Goldie acting crazy here today. Buyers are like, what the hell? I was in buys and got stopped out on sells. Sellers like, what the hell? I was in the sells, got stopped out. Everything worked out too. It's almost like everything worked out, but it didn't work out for anyone. Crazy. Miss setups, what should I do? Don't miss setups. A good account to start trading with, like a live account, I think maybe like 2 to 5K. Oh, I got two payouts thanks to me? No, not thanks to me. Thanks to you, right? I just come here and show up and do my thing. You're the one that committed to being here and learning and understanding and applying, right? And then you got 2 payouts. So congratulations, man. I'm glad that I may have had like a little bit to do with it, but that's all you, my friend. That's all you, brother. Congratulations on that. No stop loss Friday. That were Pac-Man's out. What's my pip average, wins or losses? I would say, what do you think, John? Average winner, I'd say, is probably 30 to 40 pips, somewhere around there.
I'd say so. 20 to 40 pips. That sounds about correct.
Yeah. Average loser, winner, probably like 40 to 50 pips. So yeah, I have a 1R. Yeah, I have 1R. So something like that.
Yeah, sounds correct.
Yeah, so I have 1R here. So roughly, you know, on any given trade, it's like 40 for 40, pretty much. You're welcome. You're welcome. How to believe in yourself when you're chasing. You basically say you're going to do something and you do it. Because it's not you that needs to believe you. It's your subconscious mind that has to start believing. Because what happened is through repetition, you've built a belief system embedded into your subconscious mind, right? So right now, let's say you've never finished anything. So when you go, I'm going to do this trading thing. This is my time. Your subconscious mind goes, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. You've said that so many times before. I'm just going to, it kind of just overrides it. It doesn't even believe you, right? So again, I always talk about the worth is developed from the work, right? So if you begin to say what you're going to do and do it, right, you begin to prove to your subconscious mind that it can take on a new programming. See, right now the program is, hey, everything I say, don't believe it because I never stick to it. But when you start sticking to things and you start keeping your word to yourself, that's when your subconscious mind goes, whoa, whoa. I think the winner within has just woken up. I think that some changes are happening, right? And then you start to program the mind through thoughts, words, and activity. So you start saying, I'm someone who gets things done. I don't just start things, I finish them, right? I'm whatever it is, right? You create your own self-talk for that, and then you program it every day. You read those self-talk, right? You read those self-affirmations, but more importantly, you start to do the work, right? And again, that will start to grab a hold of your subconscious mind, and then your subconscious mind will come to the conclusion that you are someone that deserves the reward because you put in the work, right? So you program the mind to do something, and then the mind goes out and works it all out for you. It's very difficult to explain. I don't know exactly how that works, but it works, right? So the cool part is we don't have to know how it works. Just like the farmer doesn't have to know how the seed works, right? And how it does all what it does, and it grows its root system and root structure and does everything it has to do under the ground, and then pop, it starts popping up, and all of a sudden a tree grows and flowers bloom and fruit comes off the tree, and next thing you know, you and your family are enjoying it, right? So the farmer doesn't need to know all of that process. What does the farmer need to do? What does the farmer need to do? The farmer needs to keep the environment clean. It needs to keep the soil fertile, right? It needs to keep a environment for growth, right? So that's all you have to do as the farmer. Say the right things, think the right things, apply the right things, aka give the seed sunlight, scratch the ground so it remains fertile, right? Get the seed water, right? Those are the things that the farmer focuses on, not about the whole process. So same thing with you. Don't worry about how the subconscious mind is going to go to work and attract everything to you. Just focus on what the farmer does, and that's developing keeping the environment in a setting for growth. So that's what I would recommend, brother. Simzy, I believe in you like crazy, bro. You're gonna crush this thing. Trust me. 1 pip mark. No payouts this year, but I'm getting them next year. Hey, maybe 2025 was the year you learn, right? And 2025 is the year you earn, right? Or 2026. So I think the word of the year is print. This year we print. This year we print.
And take action. Take action this year. You learn. You got a lot of knowledge. Now it's time to apply it. You got to act on it now.
Yep.
Commit every day to acting on knowledge.
Yep. How should you handle people in that situation in a healthy way? Just slowly but surely stop involving yourself. Stop going to the parties, stop going to the Friday night hangouts, and instead start to read books or listen to good podcasts, do things that are going to get you closer to your goal, and just love your people. Just love them. Just pray for them, love them. Yeah, the main reason why they start arguing is because they don't want you to do something that they're not willing to do, right? So a lot of times it's like they're just not willing to do it, so they don't want to see anyone else do it, right? Because then that would kind of put the spotlight on them, right? So that's why a lot of times you see stuff like that. Hey, let's go. Win rate cranking up here. Ready for gold volume. Beautiful. Yeah, 2026 should be a great year. I'm on a challenge, phase 2, almost there. All right, you could do it, man. You could do it. Can you share one goal on your vision board for 2026? A beautiful lake home. Beautiful lake home. Yeah, probably somewhere in the Northeast. I am starting to be profitable. Okay, very nice. I would love some advice on how to manage taking withdrawals. I want to start to grow my account. Yeah. So it's nice to take a withdrawal depending on like where you're at in your finances. Like it's nice to take a withdrawal once a week or once a month, something like that. You know, it's just fine. And like I like what John talks about too, like withdrawing half and then keeping half. So if you made 500, withdraw 250 and keep 250. Hey, hold on one sec.
Yeah, man. You know, you can be personal with it. You know, you can do profit splits, like prop firms and hedge fund traders, they be doing profit splits. Like you can customize your own and be personal with it. You know, that's one option. Or you could do like fixed or like a nice fixed salary, right? Like every month I'm taking 500 out of this $10,000 account, whatever. Because I know that this account will fluctuate, so I can take out this amount because the buffer is big enough to just pay myself and still have confidence in the long term for my P&L to make an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. So, you know, you can get personal with it. There's no right or wrong. That's the beautiful thing about trading. I be personal, I'll do 50-50 sometimes, 60-40 splits, right? Profit into reinvestment. I really am a true believer in reinvesting your profits and also paying yourself as a trader. And how else could you possibly do that without doing something like I just mentioned, you know? Yo, let's get it, Rooney. W, I'll see you in there. Let's go, Clubhouse 2026. Clubhouse going through the roof here. So I'm excited for all the new people going to join in and stuff. Any advice on FOMO? Yes. Develop a plan, right? When you show up to the markets each and every day, don't take a trade unless you plan it out, right? Do an analysis, read the markets, and plan out a setup that positions yourself to execute on high probabilities, right? That's what we do every day. Show up, do the analysis, get a read on price, and set up a plan to take a trade. And then that plan is all you got to follow, right? Now you don't need to do anything, and anything else is just noise, right? So FOMO, you fear of missing out on what, right? You're not going to miss out on anything that you planned for yourself, right? Like now you set a plan. So everything else is noise to that plan. Outside of that plan, everything else is noise. And all you got to do is follow that plan. So if that plan presents itself, you execute. If the plan doesn't present itself, you don't execute, right? And just let the markets move. So that's how I think you can get rid of FOMO. Are we gonna keep trading in the clubhouse? Yeah, we're gonna definitely be in the clubhouse this week. Yup. We'll be outside of the holidays. We'll be meeting the other days. Yes, sir. Ben, you're welcome, bro. 2 payouts this year 2 coming in strong. Let's get it. Mateo, man, let's go. That's something very positive to look at, right? Going into the new year to come, right? Let that fuel you a bit. Most people will focus on what they don't have and stuff. Like, damn, I'm still not at that 6-figure mark or 7-figure mark. But you can look at it like, damn, I just got 2 payouts because I used to never get payouts. Now I'm getting payouts. All right, that's amazing. That's something good looking into next year that should fuel me to keep pushing forward. Was that a seller play? Nah, because we're right at resistance. We didn't close above resistance. So, you know, we got to close above resistance here. Yeah, Krish, what would you like to see from me? Did I take the sells before? No, I actually didn't. I didn't take the sells before. But they were still good sells. It was part of Nick's plan. Nick had a plan. He executed on it, and that's the W. Yes, sir. Isam, same here, bro. Tomorrow's webinar is about to be great. Looking forward to it. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm chilling. I caught some pips in Asian session. I don't really like much here, so I'm just chilling.
All
What's
right,
up, Rafi?
we back.
How you doing, brother?
Had to move some cars. It's car wash day over here. Magnus, Clinky, what's up, Rafi? How we doing, boys?
Yo, yo.
Happy Friday.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
What's Gucci? What's good?
Hey,
Where's
how are
Rafi?
you?
There he is.
What up, John?
What's up, boys? What up, Magnus,
How you doing,
Rafi?
Johnny?
What up, what up? Feeling blessed.
How you doing, Magnus? How you doing, Nick?
Hey, how are
Pretty
you?
phenomenal, bro. After that morning webinar.
I'm doing the morning webinar. I'm doing great after
Yeah,
that
we got some good
sniper
times,
exit
bro.
on Goldie.
Hey, you did?
Yeah, we sniped it.
Nice.
We sniped the
Yeah.
wick,
Do
Phil.
sales?
Yeah, we took cells. Yep.
Nice.
It was almost webinar time in London today, so yeah. We have big Rafi coming up there.
Yeah.
We got a little intimate this morning. Talk about a couple things here and
That's
there.
nice. That's nice.
Some people ask great questions. They got great answers, so we're
Hey,
good.
great questions, get great answers.
Absolutely.
Could we get a rejection and have a whole wick saw going on, right? Candles close. I bet you this candle closed back down here. Oh, never mind. 13 seconds. Maybe the 30-minute does.
Yeah, but yeah, there's no lower wick. I bet it will. Fake out on 15, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, we got more news, I think, coming. Where do I journal my trades? I journal all my trades in TradeZella. Yeah, so everything gets done in TradeZella. It's been one heck of a year, man. One heck of a year. If we go back to January, we've just been on top of it, man. Just on top of it. Pretty much, let me make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, pretty much it's been green. It's been green all year long. Every month we've absolutely dominated. Like, not just won the month, but dominated every single month. Big 20K, 30K months for the most part all throughout the year. Winning weeks. I think I had 2 or 3. I think I had 3 red weeks the entire year. Everything else was pretty saucy here for the most part, being extremely patient, extremely disciplined, following the system no matter what. I think I might have broke my plan maybe 5 times this whole entire year. So I've been very, very disciplined. I've really been trying to be a great leader because I know that people are watching now and people are starting to gain momentum. So I want to show them what it takes to win, right? And what trades make a winning trade and whatnot. And yeah, so it's been the whole year. Really haven't ran into much trouble up until this month. Other than that, August was a little tough. We only made 17,000 in August, so it was a little rough. Had some red days there. But September, picked back up there, and October very well. October probably the biggest month, and then November, and then December's been bad, man. Couple no trade days. I gotta add some of my stuff in here, but yeah, that's pretty much it. We've been very good up until about December now, so, and that's fine. That's okay,
The numbers different, like December, like 700 week. You're talking about like 5 to 10K weeks the other months.
I know, it's been wild. It's been a good year. It's been a great year, actually.
Insane. You're not trading live too in December, right?
No.
Nah. So.
No, this also doesn't even count about probably $120,000 worth of trades made on my live account too. So that's strictly just XFA or live funded accounts. So it's been wild. It's been wild. It's a big year. Bro, what's going on with Goldie? Anyways, where do we leave off? I had to move some cards. We were flowing there.
Talking about payouts, I think, and Johnny kind of took a little bit.
Oh, hell yeah. Johnny Gems. Big payouts. Big payout year for a lot of people, really. Johnny Gems being one of them. Let's see. Please share. Please share or show who did your work after starting with you. I'm not really sure what that question means. But I see here, like, I always feel that, like, I get lucky. But I did the crazy work. Yeah, all that is true. But if you go over to, like, the Clubhouse Profits channel, I mean, that's where you're going to see that it's really not luck. That there's many other people doing exactly what I'm doing. I mean, look, one just came in right now for like $11,000. You know what I mean? So, 11,000. I mean, look at all these payouts. 10K in payouts here. What's this? 600 energy. Let's go. 600 again. 600 again. So you guys do the math there. Congratulations, energy. 1,800 total in December. Just incredible. First of many, 2,250. So you got a lot of traders. Look at this, $20,000. Shout out to Ava. 20 G's, baby, from Top One Futures. Let's go.
Insane.
Incredible. 4,100. So we can't all get lucky, right? So there's got to be something that's working, right? And it's working consistently with everyone. So yeah, all you got to do is really, I mean, we keep no secrets, right? We don't hold any secrets back here. We just share exactly what it takes to win. And, these are just people that are applying what we're teaching. That's all. So some people are sitting on the sidelines. Some people are half-ass applying it, like they're doing it, but not really. Sometimes when it's convenient, that's not how winners operate, right? Winners operate the same every day. They do what they came to do, which is follow the plan. So yeah, if you thought I was lucky, or I know that's not what you're saying, but I mean, we can't all be getting lucky, right? There's got to be something to this thing that we're all getting paid on. So I'll leave it up to y'all to figure out what that is. But again, we tell the secret every day, every single day. Just like Think and Grow Rich, shares the secret in every chapter. We share the secrets here every single day. Look at this, 19K. Juan Duran, brother. Let's go. Big W. Big W. So yeah. So there's a little bit of luck. Like maybe you guys found the stream. You know, maybe that was lucky, right? But after that, now you got to do what it takes. You know, I mean, exit strat. Look
5K every time.
So
every
when people ask, yo,
time.
is it possible, Nick, to make money in trading? I mean, look at exit strat, you know, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 45. Should we keep going? All right. I mean, there's more. There's more. All right. So, yeah, anyone could do this, gang. Seriously. Don't let limitations hold you back, right? 1,500. Started with the clubhouse a week ago, right? Just got paid $1,500, right? I mean, you can't really make this up. So, yeah. If they could do it, you can do it. So just believe in yourself. Stick to what works, man. They're just sticking to things that work on a day-to-day basis here. So we got something really, really good cooking in the clubhouse, and just lock in. You know, if you guys are debating on whether or not getting into the clubhouse, I mean, don't do any more thinking, right? Just make a firm decision and let's move forward and level up.
Literally, bro. The funny thing is, they'll keep calling us lucky year after year, month after month, every single time.
Every year I say the same thing. I say, ladies and gents, let's keep putting in the work so they can keep calling us lucky. You know, and now a lot of other people have continued to like embrace that, and yeah, we've just been doing it. We've just been doing it. Yee. Are we guys going to continue trading at the clubhouse? We're going to continue meeting up. Yeah, we'll look at the markets, do analysis and all that. So we'll be linking up Monday, Friday, and yeah, I think a couple other days. Your luck passed the new challenge. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good job.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and these aren't payout pictures from like June or way back. These are coming fresh every single day.
Every day they come in. Yeah, it's like the printing press. You know, it's just every day there's someone new.
Oh yeah, it's all just AI.
It's all AI. Yeah.
Literally say anything.
Jay Deezy, what a savage year, huh? Big year, brother. Big year. Proud of you, man. What a great year this was.
Sheesh.
What's my exit strat? That's my guy right there. Oh, my exit strategy. Oh, do I hold longer? I take so I do something called like partials, like basically TP1 and then full TP. So like yeah, like for instance, let's go to like last night's trade in Asian session maybe. Yeah, I'll show you guys that one. So it's a good example here. Last night in Asian we had pretty much this trade here. So I want to hold for that full support if possible, right? But I also want to look left. So I'm going to take partials right here, right where that area is. I'm going to find some sort of area, you know, over here to the left, take my partials there so I can almost guarantee myself a good like 30 pips. And then usually what I'll do is I'll let the rest of it run, or I'll close like another set of partials somewhere down here and then just leave a runner to continue going. So that's kind of like my exit strategies. I'm a 30, 35, 40 pip type of guy, you know? Do you believe people jinx stuff? Only if they believe it. Yeah. A lot of people, they woo themselves into success or failure, right? So they kind of do jinx themselves, right? Because when you use the word jinx, all that really is you, your inner world is showing on the outer world, right? So whatever you believe on the inside will show up on the outside. So if someone's like, oh man, my back is killing me, my neck is killing me, say that for 40 years and watch how you pass away. Probably something with your neck or back, right? Or if you say, man, I'm winning at the highest levels, I'm starting to see this trading thing for what it is, I'm becoming professional, I'm following my plan, I'm sticking to the process, chances are they're going to jinx themselves into winning. Or if you go, I can never amount to nothing, I'm not worth anything, everything I do I mess up, all that type of stuff, then chances are you will get that in your outer world. So yeah, I kind of believe in it. Do we trade Asian session every day? Every day. Every day. Asian session's my favorite session. Yeet. Let's see here. Okay. 4 hour tap and target. Let's take a look here. Yee, 4 hour. Wow, no bottom wick here on the 4 hour candle either. I'm gonna leave that one up to you guys. You guys decide whether you want. I'm done for the day. Yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm not risking it here. The inverted celery is okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you got to get this candle to close first, though. Today's setup was basically a breakout. Yeah, kind of like a breakout, I'd say. The quantum field, baby. Everything's there for you. Everything. A lot of people, they don't understand. They all they have to do is tune into it. Whatever it is. Their goal, their dream, their aspirations. Like, it's kind of like the internet. Like, it's not a place. Does that make sense? Like it's not a place. It's something to tune into. Like, you don't go to the internet. You tune into the internet, right? There is no physical location. I mean, clearly we're all in different locations right now. Right? So that's a lot of times like the quantum field and all that, like, or your goals. You don't like, you align with them, right? If that makes sense. You tune into them. You tune into the frequency of it. Hey, but what do I know? What do I know? You never. Let's see. All right, anyone else? What time is it? 10:30. We're finna get ready to wrap this thing up pretty soon. So any other questions, comments, concerns, anything? Let's keep it going for a few minutes if you guys have questions. If not, then we out of here. We out here. ES, let's take a look at ES. Yay. 4 hour tap and target there. 1 hour tap and target, 30 minute, 15. Yeah, the 15 wasn't too bad here. Yeah, maybe even see if you can plant support there and then close below. So if you didn't take that one, possible, like, let's say this candle closed above, boom here, and then the following breakout is going to be a good one. Boom. Something like that. Something like that. How long does it take for TradeZella to connect to Project X? I don't think it works like that. You just have to upload. So basically come over here, right? And then just upload, like, or export. Yeah, export here. And then you'll get a link or whatever, and then you can just drag it into TradeZella or just save it and then, just upload it. Mm-mm-mm. 300K for the year. Yeah, we did crack it. Actually, we did crack it. Yeah, we cracked it, boys. I needed like $400, and we got it. We got a 620 today.
W, bro. Congrats on that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's really.
I thought you probably got it last night with the Asia session.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It overall, I think it was about 420,000. Like when you add like the live account and all that too.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was a good year. That's my best trading year.
Make it even better.
Merry Christmas, my friends. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, that was the most I made trading. Yep. Yeah, this is my biggest trading year. How much would it cost to join the clubhouse for the rest of the month? It doesn't really work like that. So if you join today, you'll be in. Your membership will last till January 19th. So it's not like if you join today, then it's over on January 1, right? It's always 30 days from when you. It's a 30-day subscription. Do prop firms send 1099s? Yes. Yeah. What advice do you give to someone who is profitable but struggling with overtrading? Stop overtrading. So what's happening is you're profitable. So the key is you want to keep profit, right? You're a pro. You're profitable, right? So you want to keep those profits, don't you? So if you look, most likely due to overtrading, the profits are leaving you. They're saying, bye-bye. You want to trade more? Or you want to make money more, right? So the key is you know what to do. You're just giving the money back, right? Through over trading. So stop doing that, right? You want to keep the remember, you're here to make money, not trade, right? Trading is just how we make the money. But that doesn't necessarily mean you need to trade all the time. So most likely you're profitable. You're just giving it back. So again, every trader can make money. Very few can keep the money. So can you keep the money? I think you can. I just think you need to stop over trading. I think you need to get picky. I think you need to maybe learn a little bit from me on how picky I am as a trader, how disciplined I am as a trader, how patient I am as a trader, right? And how I only, even when my setup shows up, everything else still has to line up, right? Still need a top wick, still need a lower wick, still need a break. Everything needs to be in place, gang. If you drop the ball, the market will eat you up. So yeah, just stay consistent. There's no room for lack here. There's no room for, one time I'll do it this way. It's just, why do that to yourself? Do I trade options? I do not trade options, no. Yeah. Remember, the market wants the money back. They don't want you keeping it. They want it back, right? So they'll present new candles literally every second. Every second they'll present a candle to you. Now, will you take it? Right? That's the deal. So you got to stick to your deal and your deal only. Be a master negotiator. Will we help you open multiple funded accounts? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Help you like open them in what way? I mean, we'll teach you how to trade. We'll teach you how to think better as an entrepreneur and as just an individual. We'll teach you how to develop better habits and actions, better thoughts, better trading system, more discipline, more patience. Teach you how to be a better communicator, a better leader. I mean, everything, So the Clubhouse is a trading / personal growth and development program.
You'll definitely leave better than you came in.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, that's the goal. My goal is to always, anyone that comes in, my goal is so that they're better when they leave, if they leave, right? But they're better in the process, and we just, we leave people better than we found them. I mean, that's the main goal. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. You too. You as well, bro. Blessings to you and your family. Yeah, blessings to all you guys, man. It's been a great year. We've really, dominated this year, but more importantly, we took our wins and losses together, developed friendships, bonds, right? A lot of the real bonds are developed in the dark moments, in the valleys anyway, when the losses are going on, and you have each other to hang on to and to pick each other up and to hold each other accountable. So a lot of that was done this year, and ultimately it's made for a big success. Oh yeah, we can show you how to open up the funded accounts and hook them up to copy traders. Of course. We all of us do that for the most part here.
Yeah.
Of course. Clubhouse more in detail. What would you like to know? What would you like to know? I don't really like talking about the Clubhouse because I'm a horrible salesman, So I don't really want to stand up here and tell you join the Clubhouse. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? If you want to level up and dominate, I mean, the clubhouse is where it's at, right? Multiple sessions, webinars every week, full trading course in there, weekly reviews. I mean, there's just a lot. There's just a lot. Buys if we close. Let's take a look left. Not the greatest. Not the greatest. Keep in mind, Friday, baby. Pac-Man is out. You guys know Pac-Man, don't you? Bing, 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 bing. Coming for them profits. Coming for the profits. So, yeah, maybe a closure above like 82. Not here, but 82. Hey, I love you too, Juan. I love you too. Snap. We're gonna do some good. We're some of the crew is meeting up here for New Year's and New Year's Day and all that. We're gonna do a lot of brainstorming, a lot of strategizing and planning for the new year in the clubhouse and on YouTube, really. Trading a few years. Cool. I'm getting this job. Wow. Yeah, if you're going to do that, JW, you got to commit, bro. Like, you have legit no time to make mistakes, right? And if you make any mistakes, you got to learn from them as soon as possible, right? When your back's against the wall like that and the pressure's on, there's really no room for many mistakes, especially if you have a window of opportunity. I'm assuming you probably saved up a good amount of money and you have a window now. So you have to be very efficient and very effective and make this happen within that window. Otherwise, you know, you end up going back to work and you don't want to do that. So yeah, I'll just make sure you do it right. Don't mess around in the process, right? Know that you have a window of opportunity and that window will be closing, and make moves. You know, Godspeed, my friend. Can you create an online school for my kids? Probably. Yeah, I already have a whole curriculum, so probably. I might do that in the future. Visit Kenya? I'd love to. I'd love to. It'll be on my list. It'll definitely be on the list on where to travel. A lot of people from Kenya, man. Shout out to Kenya. Sometimes we do perform best under pressure, and I think each individual is different. I am definitely someone who performs under pressure, but not everyone can do that as well. So that's why I always have to kind of tiptoe through some of those questions about, should I quit my job? It's like, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know if you got the dog in you. I'm assuming you do if you're here and you're consistent, but then again, I don't know. I don't know if you specifically should do that because, again, a lot of pressure and not everyone's able to handle that type of pressure. So that's something that, you got to really consider yourself and commit and make sure you get the job done. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? We're all in, gang. 2026, I am all in. If you thought I was committed to this point, you haven't seen commitment. Yeah, we're turning up the notch here in 2026. TTE going to new levels, 8-figure traders. I know one thing. If we don't hit 8 figures, we'll definitely be closer to it than we are at this point right now. Yeah, so that's what's in store. How do you find balance between over trading and collecting your data? Just take trades every time the playbook shows up. And then your data will show you, don't take that one, don't take that one. See that one, it doesn't work as much. And then you'll start to fine tune your trading with that data, and then all of a sudden you'll start to trade a little bit less, and you won't need data now because you've already developed a bunch. Now you can just kind of focus on trading. But in the beginning you kind of do, I don't want to say have to over trade, but you want to execute every opportunity that presents itself. All in, Vivian Young. Let's go. Let's go. Jay Coop, you all in? All right, let's go. Yeah, we ready, man. All right, let me see if there's any other questions here. Thoughts on chasing losses? Never chase. Never chase. There was a good interview on Michael Jordan They said, yo, like, how did you do this? He said, I don't know. I just wasn't chasing it. He said, if I was chasing it, I probably would have never been able to make it this big. And the lady was like, well, what do you say to like all the kids that are like chasing you, right? Like everyone wants to be Michael. And he just like shaking his head. He's like, they probably won't get it because they're chasing it too much, right? They're not aligning with it as much. So, yeah. Let's see. Yes, sir, Sujay. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. My mom was happy I was doing this. Okay, cool. Cool. Glad. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Shout out to Mama Dukes. Let's see. Clubhouse, anything? Burning the boats in 2026.
I love that. Burning the boats.
Yeah.
I love it.
Last piece of advice for YouTube, Nick. Yeah. Believe in yourself. Know that you're worthy, right? Know that anything you want, you can accomplish it. It doesn't matter where you came from, what religion you are, what background, what race, how much money you had growing up. None of this matters, gang. You are here on a mission with a purpose. I would highly recommend you spend some time to sit in silence. Really think about what you want, right? Get off the phone, get off the computer, get off everything, right? Just for a moment's time. 1 hour can change your life. What is it that you really want? Have you spent time thinking about your future? Because I have. I've spent a lot of time thinking about my future. Have you spent time thinking about what creates a great, successful future? Because I have. So I encourage you to do that as well, to sit down, really map out what you want to accomplish. Not because Nick wants that or because Nick has that or this person has, but what do you want, right? Because if you just base things off of what I want, that will most likely not keep you disciplined every single month of next year. But what will keep you disciplined is the thing that you want. And this thing should make you somewhat emotional, right? When you think about it long enough, tears should come to your eyes, right? That's how you know that you know what you want. So before you start the year, before you whip your credit card out and pay for the clubhouse or pay for a funded challenge or fund any money into an account, find out what it is you want. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? What's the point? You got to be crazy to be an entrepreneur. You got to be a crazy person to get into day trading. So why are you doing it? And that's really what I would say is find out what your why is. What's going to keep you disciplined all year, and just believe, gang, that you matter. And if you can't believe in you, believe in me, that I believe in you, because I really do. And I know I don't know you guys, right, personally, but you're here every day. So that tells me you're committed. You have a dream, you have a goal. Now it's time to crystallize that. It's going to be the most important thing you do in this break. All from now to the new year, the most important thing you can do is crystallize what you want. Crystallize what is your dream life. What does it look like? Where do you live? What do you drive? Who's your wife? How many kids? Right? Everything. You know, you are the writer of the script. So understand that, right? Your inner world reflects the outer world and vice versa. So really get locked in on that. And from there, you can do anything. Yeah, you could do anything. And again, we believe in you. We wouldn't show up here every day if we didn't. We believe that you got what it takes. We've watched people become financially independent, walk away from their jobs, count numerous amount of payouts, and if they can do it, then why not you? You know, so we look forward to seeing your name on those next big payouts, and your name in the Clubhouse Profit channel, and your name here on the chat saying, hey, Nick, you know, we locked in, we found out what we wanted, we went to work, we committed, and now we got it. So that's my hope and prayer, is that we see more and more and more and more comments like that in 2026. And if you think we've done anything here in 2025, you're mistaken, because 2026 is about to go bananas, right? Now we've got the momentum on our side, and that's where we really, really start to strive. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. Hone in on your why, man. Really know why you're doing this so you can really stay disciplined throughout the year. Anyone can stay disciplined for a week or a month, but very few can stay disciplined for years, right? And those few, they know exactly what they want. They know what their goals are, and they know exactly what they're looking to accomplish. So yeah. Focus, baby, focus. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Yeah. For me, it took like 3.5 years to really become profitable as a trader. Yeah. So that means that you should be able to do it, learning from me, in like 1 to 1.5 years max. Cool. Magnus, Johnny Gems, Rafi, anything before we head off?
Bro, what a just
What a year.
Just what a year. We haven't even started. Let's say this 2026 year is going to be absolutely insane, and I believe in all of y'all that's here right now. So I know it's going to be crazy. Just wait and see.
Yeet.
Take some time this next couple of weeks to go over the fundamentals. It's important. If you're not going to be trading, just go over the fundamentals, master that thing, and come back and let the reticular activating system do its work.
Yeet. Back to the basics, baby.
Love it. Love it. The webinar day tomorrow, bro. We keep on working. Separation time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Oh, my bad. John's muted. John, anything? Any last minute thoughts? Guys, you go follow me on Instagram throughout our break as well. Follow me here. Keep up to date with what we're doing, when we're coming back, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir, bro. Nah, man. You said it best. Let's just get to work, bro. Let's take action. That's it.
All right, let's get to work, gang. All right, man. Hey, great year. Literally dominated all year long. Congratulations to everyone who learned, who earned this year, and just get ready. You know, spend that time. Make sure you crystallize what you want out of life. Draw it up. I want you to draw it exactly how you want it, gang, because you know you can have that, right? So draw it up exactly how you want it, and get all the details in. And one thing I would encourage you to do is write down a list of 100 things that you want to do before you die. 100 goals, 100 experiences before you leave this earth, and write that down in this break. Write it down, make it crystal clear. Get your mind going a little bit, get your mind thinking a little bit about the future, about what it is that you want, and get it off of the past and the stuff that you don't want, right? So that's what I would say. Blessings to each and every one of you guys. I hope y'all have a great Christmas and New Year and everything else that everyone's celebrating, and we'll be back in about 2 weeks. So we look forward to seeing y'all then, and until then, my friends, hope y'all have a wonderful,
Have a great day.
wonderful day. Blessings, G. We out of here. W's in the chat on the way out. If you believe you're going to be an 8-figure trader, toss an 8 in the chat. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah. Peace.
I don't miss that. Had to get up my excuses on a diss track. I'll be walking where the truth is. Ain't no zigzag no more. Tell him adios. Started from the bottom, now we with the Holy Ghost. Only way to get up high is if you get down low. Ayy, had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped. Yeah, whoa, yeah. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped. Top, just to see how hard it dropped. Yeah, whoa, had to make it to the top, just to see how hard it dropped. I never stopped, God brought me to the top. Guess I gotta wait around to see how hard it drop, drop, just kill the beat. It's a whole song about humility. I stay clear where the ceilings see, cause I know that's where many other villains be. Me and my fam try to keep it low.
Remix. We back at it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. God got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like
breathing sway. Lowly humble, which one lasts? Then demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let grace, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strength. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these thoughts, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like ellipticals, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual, my boy.
So tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload, don't go chasing a wave from a rowboat. Blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They tryna plot my drop, they been huddling. Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, this the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh, I never rest. Swear you'll never catch this ego in a nest. I invest my time in the booth, I find a piece. I used to piece the boom in my mind. My ex knows this, let me expose this. She left cause she don't wanna be with an explosive. Man, I'm just
feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe. always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center. Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
B.O.D. Get the spell check, a fact check, and prevent errors going up. See the bent lever, jalapeno hot, y'all just red peppers. All y'all copy copies, but I'm left center. And your shorty glitching on me like a text center. Hit it with a French tenor. Crazy wait until I do the next record. I leave head severed. I don't need to hit the bench ever. But if I do, I'm PRing to the next level. Condo flights to Lufthansa. Already know who you people fans of. Call me Big Daddy in a big body Wrangler. Call me Big Daddy Adam Sandler. Bullseye, aiming for a cottage with a poolside. Full size. I can't swim though.
Always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.